Hyundai Genesis review. Striking the right balance of design, luxury, and performance, the Genesis represents a lot of car for the money. Under the hood is a 311 horsepower V6 with rear-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is optional. If you want more performance, a 420 horsepower V8 with rear drive is available. An 8-speed automatic is standard on all. Blue Link works with smartwatches and phones for remote start and other functions. With supportive seats and a handsome interior, the Genesis is worth a look. In the early 1980s, the band Genesis pulled off one of the most difficult feats in show business, turning a critically revered nerd rock outfit with lukewarm US sales into a multi-platinum selling household name. By the end of the decade, the band's place in pop culture was secured. In the automotive realm, Hyundai built its domestic following on the back of economical transportation devices, minus the critical acclaim, and is now hoping its excellent new Genesis sedan will find a ubiquitous place in the consciousness of luxury sedan buyers. Calibration is key. Introduced for the 2009 model year, the first-gen Genesis earned its share of fans, but its chassis lacked the chops to play with the best in the segment. And so, for the Genesis's 2015 redesign, Hyundai brought in Lotus to put an invisible touch on a laundry list of bits that includes the anti-roll bars, dampers, springs, engine mounts, subframe bushings, and even the calibration of the electric power steering, which now utilizes a rack-mounted motor. The results are tangible. Broken and pitted pavement that caused the previous car to go weak in the knees is handled adroitly, the independent front and rear suspension soaking up bumps and keeping even harsh impacts well isolated. The steering is nicely matched to this sedan's luxury mission. Weighty, direct at 2.5 turns lock-to-lock, and devoid of twitchiness, it offers linear response and decent on-center feel. It does, however, lack the feedback we'd prefer in spirited maneuvering. Fitted with 18-inch Hankook Ventus S1 Noble 2 245/45 all-season tires, our rear-wheel drive test vehicle managed to pull 0.87 grams on the skid pad, the same number achieved by the 2012 Genesis sedan R-Spec. Perhaps more telling are the comments of the test driver, who described the car's behavior as surprisingly neutral and composed. A large portion of Hyundai's U.S. market aspirations for the Genesis rest on the shoulders of the V6 model. You can of course order the V6 Genesis with all-wheel drive, and that's what many snowbelters will do, but the rear-drive car tested here is expected to deliver 55 to 60% of six-cylinder sales. Carried over from the 2014 Genesis, the V6 loses 22 horsepower, now 311, and gains 2 pounds-to-foot of torque, now 293 pounds-to-foot, from last year, with Hyundai citing a greater focus on flat torque curves, improved low-end response, and overall drivability rather than spec-sheet racing. The company also is quick to point out that the car delivers its output with regular 87-octane fuel and that premium is not required.